back now on EA Sports at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. You haven't missed a thing as we're just about set for the opening kickoff. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Young looks to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Under 10, 6-6, pull it high. 5.
Young to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. That throw by Young incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Young. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You better get in the weight room.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Gurley. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that
really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards on the ground. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. End zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Brian Burns in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Sack, baby!
was the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready? 8, read.
59, Mike to 59. I got one.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Greystone, Travis. Hey, orbit.
Mike, check. 59.
Get it.
1st and 10, Young. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Newton. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike to 59. Mike to 59.
5.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike, check. 52.
Now a first down throw for Young. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27, 2nd and 3.
Let's put him on the buses.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
8 yards on the pickup.
Speak up.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing, Young. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. They run with Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the front. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
54 Mike.
On first down, gone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Goff looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Carson Wentz, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Dak Prescott leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to starting. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
59 Mike, check.
On second down, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third and long, it's gone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Set. 10-2 soft.
All day, dog.
Hit it.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Back to throw. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on third down, Goff got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On first down, it's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first down, Newton. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newton, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rose. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Out of the gun, Goff. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Come on, QB, come on.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 59 mark.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Joker, 80 weapon. Snap.
And Young's going to throw it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Let's go, D.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a give running left is Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop her.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. At the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Goff now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. On the return is Pettis.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Niners, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.